let's continue. Let's continue with stories, the Path of Destinies.
Where was the prison? The village was empty.
Yes, very good.
Had everybody fled the ravens?
It seems like we have started on the path
Where was a
of
workbench when you needed one?
the Lapino storyline. I think we're gonna follow
mind.
it exactly as I did last time.
Renato had been here, at this exact place, at this exact time.
Yes.
But this time, there were so many more ravens.
Odd, isn't it? Jump down the well, why not? Where in the world are we? Oh, there's some healing. I don't think we've been here last time, have we? I forgot the button for my... for my hook.
Ravens were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, they'd eat him for breakfast.
Yes.
A snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners.
If
Even top
Lapino...
spies like Lapino. Well, unless he really was a traitor, obviously.
Obviously.
Then they'd probably pin a medal on his chest.
Oh, fuck off, dude. What happened to my amazing sword skills I had last time? I feel like I was decimating enemies left and right, and now I can't barely hold my ground against 2 or 3.
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato reckoned...
All right.
We capture Zenobia. We find out what she knows.
Yeah, we know all
That's
this.
the whole war right there.
Zenobia wasn't just...
Let's follow the blue. I think that's a
The
subtle
city
way the
was
game
already
has
under Zenobia's control.
of
I have
telling
to
you.
admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the
The
mercy
symbol
of the
next to the path looks like
interrogators.
Zenobia too. Yeah, it kind of does, yeah. That's true. Hello, cheese. Welcome, cheese.
Odd that they never locked these things.
I mean... what's happening? It's probably because I really don't recognize any of these places. Cheese. X is doing okay.
Bam! Welcome to Earth.
Renato told the corpses. It was something he'd seen in a play once.
Is that my battle cry? Bam, welcome to Earth? Okay, I mean, sure. Perfectly average. The best thing we can hope for is for a day to be perfectly average. I'm not even joking. Sometimes that's the best you get. That's totally fine.
What was really fun was hooking yourself onto a moving ship.
Yeah, we've done that. have killed 500 ravens, apparently. And I just got an achievement for it. Yeet. Yeah, fighting on that bridge is
definitely easier to
really
fight
fun.
inanimate objects.
Okay, fire sword. Amazing commentary. That's what I hear for. Can I? What am I trying to do here?
This couldn't be good for global warming.
No. Is that what I think it is? Level 3 crit gem? Level 2 even. So only level 2. Whatever, you know what? I'll take it. It is one of the 3 gems I'm actually using, so that's totally fine. Surely with 60 ore I can do
If
something
I
to
craft
my
a sword
swords.
now, it's going to be really short.
No, I need 100 for all of them. Hey. Oh, I have to pull the lever. Ha! Fun.
Why was Lupino urging him to capture Zenobia?
I don't know.
Obviously, it was a trap.
Oh, there's a lot of Lapinos
But you
dead.
never knew how
Wait,
Lupino
hang on a
thought.
second.
Sometimes his plans were so convoluted they did the exact opposite to what Lupino wanted.
Are
There must
all
be
the
some way to play
freaking
that,
resistance
I'd have
people
thought.
bunnies? Also, have we been to the sewers before? I don't remember this at all. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ha! Bet you never saw that coming.
I don't remember being through the sewers, honestly. This sucks. Guy's not gonna turn around, is he? Hey! What? Okie doke. Right, now that I've done all of this, what have we accomplished? A secret button that leads me to the super chest. Okay, that... You know what?
Boy, someone had spent a lot of money for a graduation present.
A level 3 treasure hunter gem. Yes, one I have equipped, I'll take it. And look.
So, what's this plan of yours?
It's Lapino.
Use me as bait, said Lupino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lupino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renardo hiding inside
It did
a
work the plan,
monstrous
didn't it?
watermelon.
What could possibly go wrong? Thought Renardo.
Go for Lapino's plan. No time for harebrained scheme. No, let's go for Lapino's plan. I want to do everything the same.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lupino as he ran to go set up his
Except for
marvelous
bringing
plan.
the lady to the base. I think that should be all we need to do.
There was a pleasant breeze coming through that door. Had it been closed before?
Wow, okay, that was very good. Come on, give me level 3 critical and we are good to go. No, level 2 elemental, oh, that's fine. We have a scroll. Dear Zenobia, as you read this letter, you're locked in your chambers, ready to spend your last night before... Well, you know. I will not apologize. I know you're too proud to forgive me. I also know you won't resist reading through. You are a cat. As much as I have tried to educate you like a proper toad. I swear to you, and you have to believe me, that I did not plan all this when I adopted you. You've always been my special little kitten. That is why I'm writing this now, weeks in advance. I know I will not have the heart to do it in the night of the sacrifice. If I think of you as my daughter, then I may change my mind. You must think I'm selfish, and yes, I am selfish. Sad little toad that is afraid to die. But what am I doing? Or what I am doing will ultimately serve the greater good. I want the power, I want it all, and so I will keep my subject content. Peace for eternity. Even if you hate me now, you can still respect that. You have to. It is the only way I can forgive myself for doing this to you. I will miss you for eternity. Tomorrow, ready to make a scene. Everyone will be watching. Still with love. Father. Oh. Yeah,
Renato felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Peppino's idiotic plan worked.
If I zone out for long enough, surely it's like skipping a cutscene.
Cats can run fast. Well,
See, I can skip these lines, which is... I don't know, pointless. I didn't get that, please repeat. No, you have to go back and rewatch the stream.
You, thought Renato.
I'm afraid. Spin to win till you die. Surely we get another note, right? We're going this way. Another crucial piece of lore. Or just a bunch of enemies, you know, one of the two.
Here, fishy!
Jesus Christ. Okay. I think I've been possessed by the spirit of death. Batman wished he was this guy.
He could sense the jewel's power. He had a feeling they were going to be great friends.
For your own good, please don't do it.
Renato reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after, Zenobia limped up the path, all the way back to the
here we
far
go. Managed to skip that.
Lupino nagged Renato.
Okay, I was smelling
about how the
men. Yeah,
interrogators
men love
would
that.
Pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebels' secret base. Renato didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
Okay, let's see the difference in colors and icon. Okay, see, but that's the red icon. That's the blue one. But we've done that before. Let's go
As they
for this
reached the
one.
ruins, Renato could see ravens everywhere, searching for the rebel base. They'd have to hide the Farfarer or go on foot. What if we get separated? Asked Lupino, for once thinking ahead. I'll show you a map to the base. Renato told Lupino.
Renato, don't do this, said Zenobia. We were friends once. We...
Shut it, witch, or I'll shackle your mouth too, said Lupino.
See? Renato thought. There was no way Lupino was working for the Empire. He really hated Zenobia. And then, a few moments later, they touched down.
Set foot on every island. Okay, this is new. Because we've never been to...
As Lupino pulled Zenobia off the Farfarer, Renato readied himself
The
for the
base.
battle ahead.
I'm sorry I nicked your jacket, she said. It's just... It's stupid, but... It smelled like you. What? He said, confused. Then... Why didn't you write? Why didn't you far speak? Oh, save the romantic nostalgia. Let's go! Shrieked Lupino. So Renato launched himself down the path to the secret base.
Maybe we get to save her, like at the very end before she gets interrogated, and that's what triggers that part. I don't know. mean, there has to be something.
There had to be something useful in these things, didn't there?
No, not really, most of the times. Which is why I'm not really breaking them unless I need help. Like, the chance of finding useful stuff in here is almost zero. What am I looking at here? What is this? There are so many different ways I don't know.
That had gone rather well,
Yeah,
actually.
that was good. We almost have 100 ores, so... Almost there. It's always painful when the girl you're courting leaves your pigeons on raid. My what? On what? How do you leave a pigeon on raid?
Did portals go through another
Ow.
universe?
Fuck.
And if so, could the lost gods use one of them to return from exile? Oh, the thought made him shiver.
Okay, I'm back here. Isn't it so dumb that the English language uses literally the same word with the same way of writing it? And then you have to read it in like 3 different ways? What kind of freaking language does that?
They caught their breath. It's beautiful, she said, looking at the ruins. This used to be the library of Ubar, he said. Before your father's ravens smashed it. Do we have to talk politics? She asked. That's not how I want to remember you, she said with an odd, wistful look at her face. She was as beautiful as she'd ever been, and as brave. Peppino huffed. They got back on the trail.
I mean, I can appreciate the simplicity, but... Eesh, makes it kind of hard. Why is that thing smoking? Where are they smoking? What are they smoking, even?
Hey, why don't you guys fight in groups? Oh, I know. Because there's no I in team.
Okay. I like it when the grammatical rule is figured out from context. Like, I think I would be fine if you at least had to read them in the same way, but if you have to read them differently...
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire.
We kind of
So
have
far, so
problems.
good. Don't go away.
I have become invincible.
Renato had learned so much about...
What the fuck just
What
happened?
was it again?
Okay, but hear me out. We have a door here. now. I know. Oh, it's just a big treasure. Fine. And that's level 3 critical, everybody. We are done with gems. Absolutely worth it. So this is the secret base.
As they made their way to the secret rebel base, Renato felt strange. Zenobia was his prisoner, yet somehow she felt more like an old friend. He wanted to tell her all his secrets, but suddenly the ruins lit up with thousands of fireworks. There was a thunderous roar and dust rose. The caves were collapsing. The caves? You've been playing me? Renato said, and he stared at Zenobia. I'm sorry, she said, and she seemed almost embarrassed. Then everything went dark. When Renato came to, he had a terrible headache. Also, Zenobia's sword was at his throat, and her shackles were gone. So was Lupino. The terrible thing is, he said, I really have missed you. Now that we've destroyed the rebellion, would you consider becoming an advisor to the Emperor's daughter? I'm no one's servant. Everybody serves. Even if it's only destiny. I like to choose my own destinies, he said. The whole point of a destiny is you can't choose. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but I have the book.
She said, look, if I see you again, I'll have to kill you. He watched her ship soar away. He would see her again, he decided. Even if he had to fight his way across the entire fleet.
Become her boy wife. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad.
The Imperial fleet was cleaning up the few rebel remnants. For only a moment, he thought about running. But heroes don't run, even when the world is against them. Even when their cause is hopeless, and their efforts futile, and pointless, and useless, and death painful and guaranteed. He's decided to stop thinking for a while.
Alright, relax, narrator, okay? Relax. Kill the Emperor is my objective. What? Can I even do that?
Renato's arm was sore, his armor wet with raven blood. He was tired of death. But death was not yet tired of him. The rebels were losing. Badly. In some other universe, Renato thought, he and Zenobia had left Sword Fu School together, taken other names and sailed off into the mists. Not this Zenobia, and not him. For him, there was nothing to do but forge ahead. Kill the Emperor and end this.
You get it now, right?
It was good to practice
You
your
get it.
moves, thought Renato. Keeps you limber.
Okay, we are making good
There
time
was an
on this.
inscription on the platform. Balaleka lessons with
What?
an address.
Oh, can we get some Balalaika lessons? I like that. I think I would like that. Yes. And yeet. Oh, you guys are still good. Still alive. Oh. Look at that. Okay, so we are good now, right? Gonna finish this. I don't think we're getting
At
the...
last, he reached the Emperor's ship.
Oh, wait.
Zenobia was there. Why'd you have to come back? She said, guess I'm just serving my destiny. He shrugged. You don't even know what that word means. She said, do you ever wonder if things have been different all the time? She said, and drew her sword. In the end, Renato lay bleeding out on the deck. Zenobia sat by his side, upset. What are you so upset about? He asked. You wouldn't understand. Why didn't you tell me you were going to leave school? I was afraid you'd convince me not to. I guess I'll have to buy you a drink in the halls of the Valiant then, he told her. And then he was gone.
Oh, fuck. So how did we do?
Damn it. He lost again. And died. But there was burning Ubar behind him.
Uber.
He still had all his destinies ahead of him.
I don't think we
But
got
he
it.
learned another true thing. Zenobia still had feelings for him.
Oh no, we got it. We got the story number 10, Walking the Cat. What kind of hero are you? A hero who doesn't run, even when the whole world is against him. Well, well, well. Truth revealed, Zenobia has feelings for Leonardo. So... does that mean we can do the final real ending?
He knew enough now, he thought. All these truths tumbling around each other in his head. There must be a way to puzzle the pieces together. If he used everything he knew, he could discover a new path to destiny. The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before? And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas.
Okay, start it again.
It was time to
Okay,
choose. The rebellion was in trouble.
How do I know
Ravens
how
were
to get to the
scouting
real
for
ending?
secret rebel base. They needed a game changer.
Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty
Wait,
desert.
the icons are different.
The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact.
Okay.
It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lupino
Well, I
needed
feel like that's a
rescuing.
pretty...
Of course. Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. And he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Alright, I think I know what I have to do now. There's a big golden key there, so...
Renato finally realized that Lupino was a traitor to the cause.
And maybe Renato could use that somehow.
Oh, look. What to do with the knowledge about Lupino's treason? Renato would be foolish to trust Lupino again. He should confront him, or better yet, find a way to use the traitor. Okay.
Renato couldn't quite put his paw on when he'd realized Lupino was working for the Empire. He'd never exactly seen Lupino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames. If Renato could prevent Lupino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
Alright, so we're playing new scenarios. The real...
How had they come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lupino had talked Renato out of prison at least 4 times, and Renato had rescued Lupino from at least 2 lynch mobs.
Huh.
But he'd always felt that the rabbit resented him. Lupino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
Peter, final boss, I'm calling it. I really hope
Kill
not.
the rebel! Caught one, Raven. Eat the rebel! Caught another.
Peter was the Emperor all along. Okay, that
Ravens
is
were landing
insane.
everywhere from dropships. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, the rabbit would give the Empire all the intelligence he'd been stealing from the rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lupino. At the slightest hint of danger, the mad rabbit would take off like a rabbit.
I guess it is easier, yeah.
Lupino would betray him. The core was dangerous. Renato had a fleeting idea that the two ideas went together somehow. And then it was gone again. Damn ideas. They never stuck around when you needed them.
It's easy, but it's not that easy, apparently. Okay.
Bloody and exhausted, Renato finally reached Lupino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Renato didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky Ripper was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
I don't have a key here. Gonna send this... I'm gonna send it to the core? Maybe it doesn't matter.
Renato felt like a real hero, brave and smart.
Oh, that is the
He told
wrong
the rabbit
choice, isn't
all
it?
about the Sky Ripper's God's Eye core. "I'll go get the core while you attack Zenobia," he told the rabbit. "Wait, I've an even better idea. I'll get the core and you attack Zenobia," said the rabbit. "Right, yeah, that is better," agreed Renato. Perfect. The traitor would make sure the Emperor got the core. Now Renato just needed the Emperor to use the core. If he could only get something that the Emperor wanted very badly.
The Iblis Stone.
Zenobia. He could save her and bait the Emperor at the same time.
Wasn't the Emperor looking for the Iblis Stone? We saw it in the notes, like he made expeditions
now,
and
all
all
Renato
that.
had to do was fight his way through Zenobia's invading troops, sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom, and kidnap her
Excuse me?
without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to her father, who was going to blow himself up. It did sound a little risky. But Renato had a feeling it would work out somehow. It always did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Renato was halfway to Zenobia's encampment when Lupino showed up. He was disheveled and distraught. "They jumped us. I barely got away. Oh, they got the core." Oh, it was all going according to plan, thought Renato. Now he just needed Zenobia on his side. Yes, that was even better. The Iblis Stone.
See? The Iblis Stone.
Zenobia could get it. And then the Emperor would have to pursue them. Wait. No. The gem would corrupt anyone. Even her.
We can...
That's it, he thought. Even Lupino. Even though Lupino was already a traitor. It would turn him against his secret master, the Emperor. He would try to make himself Emperor.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
And the Emperor would have to defend himself with the core. Boom. He was a super genius.
Send Lupino for the Iblis Stone, send Zenobia for the Iblis Stone. I don't know. Does it matter? It seemed like such a bad idea to send Lupino for the stone. I mean, can you not control the stone with happy thoughts, basically? Alright, fine.
This is terrible, Renato told the rabbit. If only I had gone for the Iblis Stone. But now it's lost in enemy territory. He handed Lupino a map. It gives the bearer so much power. We can only hope the Emperor never finds it. What was that? Said Lupino. I think someone's following us. I didn't hear anything. Rabbit ears. You go on ahead. I'll check it out. And with that, Lapino hopped off with the map.
It's pointless to me to go for extra treasures because we have got all the gems. So there's nothing else to
Renato
get.
slinked
Out
through
of the big
Zenobia's
chests.
ship, making no sound at all. She was curled up on her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was, how sleek, how soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to his throat. Did you really think you could capture me? Purred a familiar voice. I just wanted to chat, said Renato. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He needs a sacrifice, someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods. That's a vicious lie. He wants to bring them back. Oh, that's crazy. Why would anyone... They could make him immortal. An eater of souls.
Oh my god.
And with that, her eyes widened. She understood.
It is Path of Exile.
Renato told her how he had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred. How he had slept in a burnt village. At midnight, the Emperor's victims had come to him in his dreams to tell him of the hideous eldritch rituals they'd been sacrificed in. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes, their moist noses. You can't prove that. I've got a witness at the observatory.
The Eater of Souls. It's one of the pinnacle bosses, one of the Eldritch gods.
He couldn't tell her.
Oh,
Not yet,
Eater of Worlds.
why he was
Eater of
really
Souls?
here.
Why is it called?
He
Maybe
didn't
it's not
want her
Path
to
of
be
Exile.
anywhere near
Am
the
I
fleet
thinking
when her
wrong?
father blew himself and Lapino up. So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality. Any of this ring a bell? He said. He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you, said Renato.
Eater of Worlds? Ah, that was a different Eater then.
The
Okay.
rebellion had started after
good, everyone. We're good.
atrocities that
Not the same
Empire
Eater.
hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor
Eater of
had done to them.
Souls is Terraria. Oh fuck, we're in Terraria now. Should be taken away.
Have you ever felt you were just going round in circles? Renato felt like that.
Have you seen what I just did to those
The observatory
ravens?
was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Iblis stone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really trust her?
I mean, yeah. We trust Zenobia, right? Let's trust her, yeah. You didn't even play Fortnite this week, and I should get a prize for that.
He'd done it. He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really was. He wished she didn't feel this urge to join in the rebellion. After all, he'd taken care of the Emperor, right? Yeah, but she'd always been conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Renato gave her the location of the secret base,
Oh,
and they agreed to
fuck.
meet in the ruins. He had a very good feeling about this.
I fucked up, didn't I?
What had Zenobia gone off to do? What was more important than meeting the rebel council?
Bringing
Had
the
he
whole
made a
fleet over
mistake,
there?
Sending her to the ruins? No. He knew they could trust each other. He could trust her because she never broke her word. And she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens.
I think I screwed up, guys. I should have sent her to get the thing.
He missed her. Not Zenobia. Hypatia, the kid's mother. Renato had never thought he'd date a librarian. He'd always figured himself for the barmaid type. But then, he'd never figured the library of Ubar would have comic books, or that Hypatia would know anything about them. He missed her.
I miss Peter. No one misses Peter. Don't lie.
As he came around the bend, there was Lupino, unconscious on the side of the path.
Oh.
And Renato could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent.
Oh no.
Who? Zenobia.
Zenobia stole the
It had
Iblis
to
Stone?
be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas.
Oh fuck.
That meant she had the Iblis Stone. What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it.
I'm about to die.
Renato
Oh
had
my.
been in boat crashes that were more fun.
Punish, terrorize, humiliate. The masses have been rising their fists, led by a handful of nobles. Is this a manifesto for the freaking... It's a manifesto. Alright, we don't read those. Nice.
Everyone in the council chamber was dead. Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood. Why? He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Well, not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now. No, you can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too.
Oh shit. Stop her and the Iblis Stone. We have to stop the Iblis Stone. We cannot let her kill the Emperor.
You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor. Enraged, she raised the sword. You hate him too? He could sense the Iblis Stone, yearning for his death. But she didn't strike. If you kill him, he'll destroy you. I know you. Shut up! She shouted, her sword trembling. I won't lose you again. Not for anything.
Oh.
Get away from me, he said, and he was very close.
Tell her, kiss her.
Can't lose you again. And he was in reach of her sword now. I hate him! I hate you too! I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her.
Oh,
The sword had dropped from her hand.
we did it.
He glanced at the Iblis Stone.
The power of love.
It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like coal. No. It glowed, like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes. You've always loved me, haven't you? She said. She was weak. The stone had taken so much from her. Always, he said. She staggered as he helped her up. Let me take you away. Where? The island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you. He'll follow us. Then we need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire.
All right.
The Empire had seized his ship. They'd have to take it back.
Okay, this seems like we've done the right thing so far.
Renato felt restless. Maybe he could focus all that energy into something useful.
Dude, I got the kill moves on the 20 now. There we go. Holy shit.
Zenobia was in no shape to fight. But he never fought so well. He wasn't fighting
Better
for
than
money
Twilight.
or loot or a cause. He was fighting for her. For them. His sword danced, his feet flew, and the ravens recoiled from his ferocity.
Here we go. Holy crap. I don't think I can lose anymore in this game.
Renato wondered if it wasn't cheaper to build bridges and stairs.
Go. Yeah, it's over, guys. It's over. The only thing that can kill me is actually these cannons, because I am incapable of dodging their fireballs, but...
And there it was. His beautiful skycraft, the Farfarer. They would fare very far indeed. Beyond the Empire, beyond the reach of the Empire, to the mystical island of Avalon. He didn't know exactly where it was, but he knew he could find it. And they would find peace there. Second star on the right, and straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long time.
That Peter Pan. Wait, Peter. No. No, 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 no. Cannot be. Surely. No, 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 no. We're fine, guys. It's not Peter Pan. Well, if it is, I'll kill him, okay? So... The magic is over anyway. Wait a second, I can't go for the Emperor. And what do? Do we just leave? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. What have I done?
But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off, and the long lance of the Imperial flagship. Renato turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The Far Speaker croaked, "You return her and live!" "Go sacrifice yourself," yelled Renato. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon. It couldn't be. It was the core. A devastating beam lanced out of the flagship. Renato zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfarer out of it. Now the Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too. Then came a blinding flash, and the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, the They were alive and unhurt. And they were alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him.
Did we do it?
They had done it. Through luck and through love, they had won the war.
Won the war.
Avalon, here we come, he said as he held her arms wide in the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together, she said. And so, after a bit of an argument, Reynardo and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists, or the one in their hearts. But which one they went to, I'll never tell.
I'll never tell.
He'd done it.
Oh.
He'd forged his own destiny. Well, he hadn't actually done it,
What do you mean?
but he knew what he would do. Reynardo smiled at the book.
Oh, okay, so...
He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world. Reynardo owed him and his mother so much. Reynardo lowered the mainsail and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. This time, he would win.
The end. In memory of Peter. Rip, my man. Alright, that was a pretty decent game. I don't know what I was expecting, but this was nice.